Hello, welcome, my dear friends. Welcome to another wonderful session of Tulsi Dalam, Tea Time Wisdom. Today, we are going to learn and understand more knowledge from this Tulsi Dalam book. So, before that, I wanted to share a beautiful message what I received yesterday. So, Jesus Christ said, right, love the neighbors, and then all else will be added to you. So, but the first, I mean, here in USA, people always they are so much friendly and so much caring and love. They show so much love and compassion to the neighbors, right? So I used to wonder, like, how come these people are so happy? And always, if you notice, as soon as they see us, they will say hi and they smile, right? So the culture of smiling and saying hi in India, it was never there. If you see a stranger, you will never say hi or you will never smile at that person, right? Because these people have that knowledge and wisdom from their learnings, like the learning of Jesus Christ said, love the neighbor. So whoever you are seeing, they are your neighbors, and you are throwing a smile. And yesterday I went to a movie, and in that movie, this love the neighbor concept expressed so beautifully. I thought of sharing with you all. So, why little kid asked grandpa, who are all our neighbors, and why we must love our neighbors. So the grandpa, he was trying to express that, world need lot of help. World need lot of help. We might not we might not be able to solve all the problems of the world. We might not be able to help with all the problems what we see, but we must be able to help what we can, right? Slowly, when we are able to help what we can, and then slowly the world is changing. So definitely we have the capacity to at least to go beyond our limitedness, go beyond our thoughts, go beyond our own thinking. That if I mean, like, for example, I was thinking only I can donate only $10, or I can only take 2 or 3 hours of session like in my day. So those are all limited, right? So just to make yourself little bit more unlimited, then you will see the magic happens, my dear friends. Like me, at the 2 hours you have given your 2 hours to service work, increase it to half an hour or increase it to 1 hour, and see what happens. You are able to give $5 or $10, right? Try to give $12 and see what happens. So always we are stretching ourselves and we are pushing ourselves, and that way we are helping ourselves and we are helping others too. And grandpa says that this is how we help each other, and we must help. We must help in order to see the happy world. And helping the neighbors is very much important. Loving the neighbors is very much important. And when that little fellow asks, like, okay, how do I recognize my neighbors? Then he says that if you sit here and if you look right and left, and you will see two houses, right? And then you will see, okay, this is my neighbor, this is my neighbor, I have to love. But if you go a little bit out of your home and then see, you will see two streets, like there is a street and or like subdivision, and the left side there is another subdivision. So that means they are also your neighbor, right? So when you step out, and you are seeing two different neighborhoods, and they are neighbors. And slowly what you do is you just elevate yourself little bit, like go to the little higher vision, like go on to the bungalow. What you will see, you will see a street, a bigger street, bigger county, one county, two counties. So they are neighbors. If you go a little more up on the hill, you will see two cities, So two cities are neighbor. If you go on an aeroplane, you will see all the states together. They're all neighboring states. And if you see little more up, then you will see the countries are neighboring countries. And then the earth, and then you will see other galaxies. Everything is like neighboring, right? So such a beautiful concept of loving the neighbor. That's why we are increasing our vision to the higher and higher end. So when we started our meditation journey, we were selfish. Like, we were only taking care of our family. We are taking care of our only close friends group and only close things. Like, we don't go out of our comfort zone. But whereas after coming to meditation, what is happening? You are increasing your perception. You are going higher and higher and higher, 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 higher. That's why you come out of this caste, you come out of this racism, this you will come out of a men and women separation and Indian American and this state or that state, rival state, you will come out of everything. You will come out of even that God is separate, you are separate, right? So we are going there to become one. So thought of sharing this beautiful knowledge and wisdom from yesterday's movie. So the movie name was, I don't remember on top of my head. Um, it's Telugu movie. It's Telugu movie, Vinaru Bhagyam Vishnu Katha. Yeah, that is a movie. So good messages. Like when we are tuned, we get a lot of messages from movies. So okay, friends. So today is Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya, yeah, several times came into our Tulsi Dalam session. Adi Shankaracharya came, like Mahavatar Babaji taught Kriya Yoga to Adi Shankaracharya. Adi Shankaracharya, the one who was uh, experienced that Aham Brahmasmi, or everything is Shivoham, all that is Shiva. So Adi Shankaracharya had made several trips from Kashmir to Kanyakumari just to spread the knowledge and wisdom. So look at the compassion and look at the love for people, love for the planet, for Adi Shankaracharya, right? So in Adi Shankaracharya, in the Grantha Viveka Chudamani, he is saying that sadhana chatustayam. So what is this sadhana chatustayam? So chatustayam means four. In the sadhana there are four things are there. One is like vivekam, vairagyam, shat sampati, mumukshatvam. So vivekam means discrimination, or like differentiation. What is right, what is not right, what must be done, what not must be done. So that comes under vivekam. Vairagyam means renunciation. Renunciation means not leaving your family, not leaving your responsibility behind, but you are coming out of that attachment or greediness, or you are becoming like you are leaving which is not necessary to your spiritual growth. And then Shat Sampati. Shat Sampati is saying is there are Damamu, Samamu, Titiksha, Uparati, Shraddha, Samadhanalu. And the fourth one is Mumukshatvam. Mumukshatvam means focusing on liberation. So these four things are very important things that a yogi must take care of. These things like discrimination. Every time we must see what to be done, what not to be done, and then every time we must see, do we really need it or not? Renunciation, right? And focusing on liberation, like reaching and becoming one with that higher self. So one must have all these things. Then only our sadhana will come into the fruition. So uh, only then only one can attain the enlightenment. That's what Adi Shankaracharya is saying here. And the second is Metta Vedanta Gosha. So the Telugu name is Metta Vedanta Gosha. So what Patri sir is saying is Metta Vedanta Gosha is not for us. Let's leave that Metta Vedanta Gosha. And there is no benefit to anyone. So only things what we need to do is two things. One is Akuntita Dhyana Yoga Sadhana. First one is rigorous meditation. Rigorous meditation one must do. And the second one is Itara Yoga Sadhakulaku Dhyananubhavalu Vari Mukhatam Vikanam. So the second important thing is sharing your experiences and listening other experiences, very important. And also the worldwide there are so many Yogeshwaras written many beautiful scriptures, beautiful knowledge and wisdom on the in their own journey. Please read those. That's what Patriji is mentioning here. So then you will realize that there are no caste differentiations. There are no like the racism is not there, and you will not see all those things. And only what yogi must be done is only two things. That is like meditation and listening to others' experiences and reading everybody's experience, reading everybody's experiences, my dear friends. That's what Patriji is saying here. And then next one is yoga sadhana. Yoga sadhana means becoming one with your higher self, like, mind, body, soul together connection. So in Dhammapada, it is written this way in yoga sadhana. So so through yoga only you will get jnana. So if there is no yoga, yoga means becoming one with your breath, becoming the inner journey, right? Through yoga only you will understand the knowledge is there, the yoga is there, but only when you combine those two things, then only you are able to develop your third eye. So the more you develop your third eye, developing third eye means, like, always you are receiving the knowledge, right? So then when you receive the knowledge, you will understand what to be done and what actions need to be taken. And then slowly we are improving ourselves in our sadhana, because we are not stopping at nirvana sthiti, right? So we are practicing meditation. In the meditation, we are seeing visions, right? So that is called jnana. So we are seeing the visions, and every time we are improving our third eye. So there is so much to improve. As soon as you open your third eye, it doesn't mean that it is done. So paripakvata, like, uh, mm, tuning, like, making more and more clear of your third eye. So eyes, physical eyes, we are not seeing, but we seeing with the third eye. But even with the third eye, right, you can see only limited things. But whereas the Yogishwaras, the great saints, they can see everything, like beyond the third eye, beyond the world, beyond the things, like, so we have to reach to that level. So every time when we practice meditation, our job, once open the third eye, it's our job to make it more and more clear, so that we can understand the knowledge fully. Then only we will understand that only nirvana is not there. There is a parinirvana and there is a mahaparinirvana. Otherwise, what happens? Okay, my third is open. I have experienced this aham brahmasmi feeling, and I experienced the tattvamasi feeling. Then we stop right there, right? So then we stop right there. So only we can progress when we have this third eye, like getting better and better every time with the yoga sadhana. And we will understand Patanjali Ashtanga Yogam, and then we can go into meditation, my dear friends. So Patanjali Maharshi, Ashtanga Yoga Margam is very famous. We all know that there are eight ways of a yogi. So first one, like here they mentioned as Yamam, Niyamam, Asanam, Pranayamam, Pratyaharam, Dharana, Dhyanam, Samadhi. So what Patriji is saying is here, Yama Niyama, this Yama Niyama represents the Siddhi Sthiti. Siddhi Sthiti means like the Siddhi is what you attain during your sadhana. So the yogi with the pranayama, pratyahara, dharana, dhyanam, through these mediums, he always gets his knowledge, and he is traveling towards the samadhi state. So when he is completely into that samadhi state, when he is traveling with these mediums, then he is going to attain the samadhi state. And what Patriji is mentioning is here is uh, through spiritual knowledge, chitta vriddhi rahityam. So through spiritual knowledge and wisdom only, one must be becoming like, the empty mind state. So only when you become that empty mind state, then only things are happening into our picture. So he mentioned that, first one must gain the asana siddhi. For some people, like in the beginning of meditation, sitting 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes is challenging thing, like, because we never have a habit of sitting idle and doing nothing, right? First, Patanjali Maharshi is saying, Patriji is saying is, first we must gain asana siddhi. That's why Patriji gave 40 days course. If you are doing, do it for 40 days. What happens is slowly our body adapt to this new habit. So asana siddhi, and then slowly once we gain the asana siddhi, right? And these things are happening simultaneously so beautifully. So in the beginning, we are able to sit at least. And when we are not moving here and there and we are not thinking, slowly, we are going into pranayama. Pranayama means observing our breath. Like first we were so agitated. That's why we are moving here and there and we are not having that asana siddhi. So once we gain that asana siddhi with the practice of like sitting every day, and then pranayamam, we are going to go into pranayamam state. And then slowly what we are doing, we are redirecting our senses to inside. So when we practice, when we observe our breath, slowly all the senses are turning inward. Like a tata is turning, like as soon as it sees something, right? What it does, it immediately it goes inside into his shell. So same thing we are doing, like in everything we are redirecting inside. So what we will do, the next thing is, and then comes the pratyaharam. Pratyaharam means like we were having the pleasures of our senses from outside, right? Now we are having the pratyaharam with our inner senses. And then slowly we are coming out of that thinking state to becoming going into that empty state. Empty state is like where everything came and where everything is going, right? And then and what comes is like you are with your own things, you are observing what is happening inside you, like pratyaharam, right? You are using all your senses to observe yourself, and slowly what is happening, you are able to see. And once you are into that state, your third eye is open, or like you are able to receive some knowledge, receive some visions, and you are seeing some colors or whatnot, right? That is, you are listening some voices, listening to music in your meditation. That state is called dharana. Dharana is focusedly with a lot of attention, you are seeing that. So in your meditation, so that state is called dharana. So as you are busy with dharana, as you are like dharana is like something we are not involving, we are just witnessing with our wholeheartedly, without any judgment, without any thinking. We are just observing, like shraddha. That's what Patriji is mentioning is here, is observing dharana with a lot of shraddha. And then once we are into dharana state, right? And then slowly the astral body will release from our body. That is called dhyana. Look at this, my dear friends. So dhyana is releasing our astral body from our body, astral body, so that we can come out of it, right? So that is called dhyana. And through sukshma sharira yana, so astral travel. Uh, um, uh, uh, Astral travel is nothing but dhyana. That's what Patriji is saying here. You are into that completely. You are into that soul consciousness, right? Why we are doing dhyana is to attain that soul consciousness. So once you are released from your body, immediately the realization hit you, right? So you are sitting there, but I am here, but Sheetal is sitting on the chair and like talking to the talking to their friends, or like giving lecture. But the Sheetal is like watching everything, what is going and all. So that from there the knowledge comes. So what Patriji is saying is, so that is dhyana. So in that dhyana only we get all the questions answered, right? So in that dhyana sthiti, in that soul consciousness only, you are you are not body, you are not, there is no death. The moment you see your body is like sitting there and you are flying there, then the first thing you realize that, oh my god, I'm not this body, I'm separate. Actually, I'm feeling so much lighter than what I used to feel when I'm in the body. So there is no death. It just like it feels really amazing, really surprising. So with that knowledge, you are attaining all the, you are accessing all the information, and you are getting all the answers for your question. So what happens is slowly all the answers are revealed. You are into samadhi sthiti. So that is called samadhi sthiti. Samadhi means when there are no questions, that is the samadhi sthiti, my dear friends. No questions exist. How this universe came, who am I, why this is happening, why we are listening to this session, why in Texas it is raining, why in Ukraine there is a war is happening. The why will vanish. The vanishing of why is the samadhi sthiti. And that is what mm, Patanjali Maharshi said. So, and these are very, very important for this is the process it happens, beautifully mentioned by Patanjali Yoga Maharshi. And the next chapters we are so let me show you Patanjali Yoga Maharshi, great master. So we will stop here, my dear friends. We'll go into meditation, and then if you have any questions, if you have any experience, or if you have something like, wow, this is so cool from these concepts, please go ahead and share after your meditation. Okay, we'll go into meditation. Yeah, sit comfortably, hands into hands, fingers into fingers. Gently close your eyes and be with your breath, my dear friends. I'll be playing beautiful music. Observe your breath.